All right, let's talk about my fabled H9 Eventide Leslie patch. Um, yeah, you wouldn't believe the amount of messages I get via, Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, my website even, with people saying, "Hey, would you mind sharing your settings for the Eventide H9 for that Leslie sound you use a lot?" And it's not like a magical sound or anything, but I did work hard on it, and I am really proud of it. And I use it a lot, and I've got a lot of experience with Leslie's. I had a Fender Vibratone Leslie. Actually, I still have it in a road case that I got when I was 15 years old, and I used to tour with it and have it with me all the time. And then, when I bought my studio and my organ, I have a Leslie Model 122 that I can also play through. So the real deal. I also have a Benson Leslie that Chris Benson from Benson Amps built me, a little small guitar one a few years back, and that's one I'll take to gigs here around town because it's nice and small and easy to carry. So the Leslie is an integral part of my sound, and the H9 Leslie preset is, kind of the main one that I use. In fact, so much so, I like it so much so that I use it here in the studio, even when I have the opportunity to play through real ones sometimes, just because sometimes this is the sound that I want, the one that I've programmed. It's kind of ubiquitous to me and my sound. So let's talk a little bit about the Leslie and what it really is. If you don't know what a Leslie is, it's a rotating speaker that was actually made outside of the Hammond company, but to use with the Hammond organ. In fact, the inventor of the Hammond organ really hated the Leslie and didn't want people using them with his precious Hammond organ invention, which is funny to me because, they're synonymous with each other. Anyways, it's a rotating speaker with a horn on top that spins, and then a stationary speaker on the bottom with a drum that spins around it. And it creates a Doppler effect that is that chorus sound. Hendrix used it on Little Wing, but, it's an organ thing. Anyways, the H9 sound that I'm using is a brighter version of that sound, and I make it bright basically because I think it sits better in the guitar register, and I want it to cut through. I also put the volume above unity. So, like, here's nothing. And here's the Leslie. So I like a slight boost. So there's my Leslie sound. Now, I worked hard on that sound, the fast sound, because quite honestly, the fast is what you use the most. I do on other pedal boards have the quick ability to cut the speed. That's a nice thing about the H9 is you can go fast, slow, but it's not something I use a ton. I need this sound. And yeah, I worked on it. I tweaked it. So this is more high than low. And by that, I mean there's more horn than there is rotor. And I tweaked the speed to what I wanted it to be. I also wanted it to be kind of dark when it was on the neck pickup, but nice and cutting when it's on the bridge. And of course, it had to work well with the Chula, so here's that. Like, I just love that sound. The H9 Leslie sound. I worked on it, and I'm proud of kind of the tone that I got from it. And it does kind of sound like me. When you hear me play Brown Gatton, that's 100% what I'm using. And then I love it for rhythm guitar when I'm playing stabs. Right? And I would hear Danny Gatton play like that a lot. He'd roll his tone knob down on the in-between position on a telly and just get that kind of organ thing going. Right? It's just such a really, really cool sound. I just love it, and hopefully this helps everybody who keeps asking me for the H9 preset. I'm going to glorify it and put it up here where you can see the settings and what I've done, where I've got the crossover set, where I've got the speed set, the amount of drive, the level between the horn and the rotor, etc., etc. So yeah, Eventide H9, as I've said before, is a crucial and essential part of my rig. I use it for lots of things, but certainly the Leslie is first and foremost, and that's what's going on in here. So I thought I'd do a quick and dirty video just about my Eventide H9 preset, and here's a little bit more of it, just full on. Just having a little bit of fun with the Leslie. If you're not a member and you're not a ruler of the channel, please become one. I'll certainly post this screenshot up in the Discord where you can get it. Otherwise, you're going to have to pause the YouTube, you know, and you'll be able to download it if you want in there. And I'll probably share the rest of my H9 patches in the Discord. So maybe you want to think about becoming a ruler and joining up and joining the party, getting in the Discord forum. Yeah, and at least please hit subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications when I go live or when I post a new video. Again, thanks everybody for the support, and that's my Eventide H9 Leslie patch. Ruling.